Hey y'all, it's me Marty. And in this video, we're going to talk to a professional woodworker. Well, actually, he's just kind of a putz, but we're going to talk to him and find out why he thinks the Scrollsaw should be the first tool a beginner woodworker buys. Here we go. So, you've been around the block a few times. You've been woodworking for over 30 years, and you do a lot of scrollsawing. Yeah, we're just talking about, what's a good first tool, a best tool that a beginner woodworker should buy and should have for his shop or her shop. Good question. I honestly believe it should be a scroll saw. I know a lot of people say a table saw, and a table saw is a good one too, because you can do a lot of things with a table saw. A miter saw, that's a good one too. But I think the scroll saw should be the first tool a beginner woodworker should have. Okay, why do you think that? Well, for a few different reasons. Okay, what reasons? Well, I have a bunch of them actually. Okay, so do you want to share them with us? Sure. Well, let's see. For one thing, a scroll saw is pretty affordable. Oh, okay. So, like, what kind of price range? Well, you can buy a brand new scroll saw for like $75. A cheap, thrifty one, and you can all the way up to like $1,500. But there's a lot of decent scroll saws for just a couple hundred. And if you go on to like Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, or check out garage sales, or newspapers and stuff like that, you can get some really good deals. You can get a good scroll saw, like a good used scroll saw, for like $100 or less. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cheaper than a lot of other tools. Most other tools cost more than that, even for a cheap one. Yeah. So what other reasons is a scroll saw a good one for beginners to start with? Well, another reason is it's a safe tool. It's probably the safest tool you can get. I mean, the table saw is really dangerous. Most other tools can be really dangerous. Miter saw, router saw. I don't think there's a router saw. A router. And all tools can be dangerous. You just gotta be careful. Safety is important. But the scroll saw is really pretty safe. I think it's probably the safest tool you can have in a shop. Yeah, I've taught kids the scroll saw. I've taught a lot of people the scroll saw. It's very safe, and it's a good one to start with. Start scroll sawing and then go from there. I actually started scroll sawing first. I do a lot of other woodworking now, but I started scroll sawing first years ago, and I still scroll saw. It's still my favorite kind of woodworking. Oh, okay. So what else? This guy's kind of a putz. Well, it's a very creative tool. Okay, so there's things that you can do on a scroll saw that you can't do on anything else. Not a bandsaw, not any of the other tools. I mean, you could do intricate, detailed, beautiful artwork on the scroll saw. And there's so many different things you can do with the scroll saw. It's a very creative tool. That's why kids like it. That's why a lot of people like it. Men and women like the scroll saw. And, a lot of people don't even know what a scroll saw is, haven't heard of it, or, a lot of people don't do it anymore, but the people who like scroll sawing really, really like it, and they just thrive in it. So, yeah, it's a very creative tool. Okay. Any other reasons why it would be a good first tool for a beginner woodworker? Well, it's also fun and relaxing, because you can stand at a scroll saw and use it, but you can also sit. And most people who have a scroll saw have like a stool or a chair they sit at in scroll saw. It's very comfortable. It's very relaxing. It's enjoyable. It's fun. It's just an all-around great tool. Okay. Anything else? Anything else you want to say about the Scrollsaw? That why you think it would be a great first tool? Well, you can use it in a small space. Okay, you don't even need a shop. I mean, you can use a Scrollsaw in a spare room. Yeah, there's a little bit of dust, but not like most tools. And there's a little bit of noise, but not like most tools. You can use it in a basement. You can use it in a shed, in your garage. You don't need a big space for a Scrollsaw. It's a pretty small stool or small tool. Even if you have it on a cart or a stand or a table or small workbench, it still takes up a small space. And you can make tons of great things with just little pieces of wood. You know, I mean, you don't have to do, you can do some bigger projects with Scrollsaw, but there's so many small things you can do too. Okay, anything else? Well, I think what's really neat about the Scrollsaw is if you don't have a lot of money, if you don't have a lot of time, if you don't have a lot of space, if you don't have a lot of skills, you can still start Scrollsaw. You can still start. Are you having a problem over there? No, I think I got it. You can still start. I mean, I'd help, but I mean, you're kind of, I don't know what to do. I mean, are you going to make it? You can still start Scrollsawing, even if you don't have a lot of money, and you don't have a lot of time, and you don't have a lot of space, and you don't have a lot of skills yet. You can still start Scrollsawing. It's a great entry-level type of woodworking. So yeah, I think the Scrollsaw should be your first tool for a beginner woodworker. And then get other ones too, you know, but it's a neat one to start with, I think. It's just my opinion, but yeah, I think I agree with you. Yeah, I think we think a lot alike, I think. Yeah, it's almost like we're the same person. Thanks so much for watching, and give Scrollsawing a try. Yeah, I seriously think it's the first tool you should have if you're a beginner woodworker. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Watch all my other videos. I have a lot of Scrollsawing videos and a lot of woodworking videos and a lot of other kinds of videos. And yeah, so thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon again.